Hello, and welcome back to another Pen Talk. Thank you very much for tuning in and joining me as I explore the amazing, incredible, very interesting, intriguing, wide world of pens. And you see rotating in front of you 3 Hongdian Piston Fill pens. The orange one in the middle is one of the first ones that I came across, the N1S. And then flanked on either side is some of the more interesting piston fillers. So a viewer commented on one of my videos that he saw a video on YouTube about increasing the capacity of the Hongdian piston fillers. I thought it was interesting, but wasn't ready to do it. But the gray one, the rabbit pen, was empty. So I figured, let me give it a try. So this is a video, just a quick video showing you that it really works. I'll put a link to the video that I watched that showed me this little fix to the piston filler. And one of the things that I'm surprised about is when they assembled these pens, they didn't assemble them so the piston had full travel. But, you know, they're inexpensive pens, and they're pens that are fun to play around with, and that's one of the fun parts of this. It's okay taking them apart. They give you a wrench, and it works very, very well. So sit back and watch as I increase the capacity of these Hongdian piston fillers. So one thing I enjoy about YouTube videos is my viewers sometimes provide me with very good comments and get me into something new to do. So here's your Hongdian piston filler, the Moon Rabbit one. You can see where that piston is down near the end, and you can see the open spot. But if we turn the piston turn the blind cap to bring the piston all the way up, we'll see there's that pretty good gap there. Looks like a ½ inch or 12 millimeters, and you can see the area there where the ink is going to go. So we're going to take this piston apart, as I saw in a video, which I'll have a link provided in my description, and see if we can have that piston finish further up to give us more ink capacity. Stay tuned. So I took this apart, I think, once before, because a lot of silicone grease and everything, and here's that Hongdian wrench. A lot of videos on how to actually take it apart. But what I didn't do is I didn't unscrew this blind cap from this plated piece of plastic. And this reviewer noticed 2 marks. Hopefully you can see them there. And when he reassembled it, he screwed in this until this collar was equal to that first line. Then he put in the piston filler. Yeah, it's a tough little thing to do, but we're going to reassemble and see if we can get that piston further up. So here's my first attempt. As we go with the light, we'll see that we've reduced that distance by half. So that technique certainly does work. I think the challenge is when you reassemble to have that piston as further down as possible. And I may have gotten a little bit further up on that line than I wanted. So we're going to try one more time and see if we can get that eliminated altogether. So after doing that again, I would predict success. There's no gap now between the piston and the end of that plastic assembly where the piston rod goes into, as my light strobes a little bit. And we have a fairly large amount of ink capacity there. I'm impressed. Very good engineering solution. I'm just a little bit disappointed that Hongdian didn't do that originally. And as you can see, that blind cap is all the way down, which is one of the problems that you may run into. And I really assembled it well below that first line, a good 2 millimeters. So when I reassembled it, that piston went up all the way. And it also goes down all the way, which is the other thing you want. So when you first pull it up, and you can see how much of a gap there is at the top. So if you don't have that much of a gap when you bring the piston all the way down, then obviously you could adjust it to give you more ink capacity. And as we bring that piston up, we'll see that it comes all the way up. Kudos. It's always great when you learn something about a very, very nice pen. And apparently all the pistons that Hongdian has recently, and there are a bunch of them, can benefit from this correction. Thank you to the YouTube channel. So you may ask, do the other Hongdians like the N1, N7, etc. have the same issues? And here I have the blind cap all the way down, and you can see the gap between the piston and the end. We go to the Peacock one, and you'll see the same gap, and then we'll go to the Rabbit one, which I fixed, no gap. So that hack does work. I don't know whether hack's the right word for it, but that fix does work, and you'll get, I would say, a good 1/2 mil or maybe a little bit more of ink when you do your filling. Well, we've reached the end of this video. I said it would be short. I hope this video finds everyone safe, healthy, and happy, enjoying your pens, maybe improving them a little bit, as we've shown in this video can be done to some models. And I'm certain these are not the only ones. There's nib swapping and nib tuning and silicone greasing and all those other little things that you can do. So you've reached the end. We're going to say thank you for viewing, for watching. Hey, thank you for being you. Hey, we all need that. So we'll say bye. More videos to come.